The following podcast is about obscure movies and often has discussions of distressing topics such as violence or the Fred Figglehorn film series. Proceed at your own risk.
You must not avert your eyes. This is what is coming at us. Do not avert your eyes.
I want it to go.
Mm-hmm. It's fun because we don't tell each other what the sound effects will be.
You gotta be careful, or else you're gonna wind up doing full drive time. That's the danger.
It's come close. It's come close a couple times. We've definitely. I mean, there's an air horn thing on here that's basically just wacky whatever in the morning.
Oh, I remember the air horn. I use the air horn. That's the problem. What you need is the old timey ayuga. Ayuga.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Write that down.
Shit.
A little bit of professional advice if you want to come across well.
Yeah.
I won't tell you your business.
Thank you so much for coming on, though, because this book is amazing.
Well, thank you.
You want to go ahead and introduce our guest?
Hello, and welcome to the Found on Shelf podcast, a podcast about the power of imagination. That's it. That's the bit I've got today. I was going to open up. I was actually going to open up the show with the bit about that sperm game that I saw. Have you seen this? There's a sperm simulator video game coming out.
Sperm simulator?
It's a sperm simulator. I'm not kidding. It's real.
Like, do you get to bolt on parts like Mad Max style?
There's wacky outfits,
Okay.
like fake noses and glasses,
All right.
and then you might wind up in a sock. So I was going to talk about. We should definitely wish list it, but no, we are in fact a movie podcast. We're not a podcast about sperm games.
To your detriment.
We come to you live from the basement of a cursed video store, owned and operated by the demonic entity known as Gimcrack, who is our producer.
Thank you. I really enjoy these tangents here, but this is a special episode this week. We have a guest in the building who's agreed to come on the show. I promise, not at gunpoint. This is everyone welcome Robert Brockway.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Am I allowed to be turned on by the demon?
Absolutely, many people are.
Okay, fantastic.
It's not even allowed to be. You should be.
It's these shorts, they don't leave a lot to the imagination.
It'll leave a little bit, and I'm picturing it.
I am Patrick, and with me, as always, is my co-host Dustin. And this is Robert Brockway, famous internet comedian, podcaster, and author. And he's come to talk about his new book.
Well, thank you. I really hear the air quotes around famous there, and I do appreciate it.
Yeah, there's really a hard way to put like visual cues in an audio medium, so we like to take the pause in between words to like enforce it. I'm a millennial, and I therefore have been following you since crack.com.
Oh, okay. So the old millennial.
He's on the cusp.
The younger millennials don't know who the fuck I am. So
I like, to be honest with you, I crack.com was great, and then I lost all consciousness of most everyone involved with it until about 3 or 4 years ago. I saw a tweet come across my dashboard when Twitter was still a thing, and it was an article you wrote for 1-900 Hot Dog, which I am a subscriber now, because it was about Dick Fight Island, and it was the funniest damn thing I had read.
Love Dick Fight Island.
Everyone's here. This is, I think, the last comedy website, and it's worth every penny.
Yeah, if you're listening, go to 1-900hotdog.com or patreon.com/1-900hotdog, whichever one's easier for you.
Is Dick Fight Island where that sperm game takes place on?
It could be.
The last level for sure.
It's
the final boss.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because the point of Dick Fight Island is not to come.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that like a sequel to that genital jousting game that we had?
No, well, there are 2 Dick Fight Islands.
I mean, there's to be clear, there's only the one Dick Fight Island. The island itself, there's only one of them. Very important.
All right, I know we're making our next podcast festival. So you went from Cracked to co-founding 1-800 Hot Dog to writing a novel about murdering imaginary friends.
Sort of all concurrent, but yeah. I mean, Cracked and then 1-800 Hot Dog, and I've been writing books before this. I've been writing the whole time. But yeah, that's my newest one. It's called I Will Kill Your Imaginary Friend for $200.
Yeah, so in that vein, I haven't read the Carrier Wave or the trilogy you did. They're on my radar now, obviously, but when I heard the title for I Will Kill Your Imaginary Friend for $200, and being familiar with your articles and all of your podcasts, I was definitely expecting a slightly different vibe for like mostly like a lot of comedy, and there is comedy in it, but it's also emotionally devastating.
Yeah, that's what I shoot for.
Yeah, I read it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm destroyed now.
Yeah, those are my favorite reviews where people are like, I thought this was gonna be fun, and I guess it is. I guess it was for a little bit.
Oh God,
I'm a quarter of the way through it, so I like to come in kind of not.
So
knowing
it's still
a
fun.
heck of a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no spoilers doesn't stay that way.
no, that's not.
Yeah.
So the premise is kind of is there's imaginary friends, and then I don't want to get spoilery, so I don't want to do too much. But there's a big bad who's Eddie Video, which is an interesting concept. Just the idea of like a modern kid's imaginary friend would be this like this personification of the AI slop YouTube videos to generate, and it's terrifying in its own right.
Yeah, he's not just AI. It's like the larger sort of theme of the book is like what's preying on kids right now, and it's not just AI, although that is becoming, I mean, that's becoming the entire internet. So soon it will be just AI, but there's just a whole industry out there that's like competing for kids' attention and brain space, and they don't necessarily have good intent behind it. And it's not like all the stuff when we were kids, you know, He-Man or G.I. Joe or Power Rangers or whatever. Like they were toy lines. They were toy lines first. So they wanted something from you too. But at least there was a human that wanted to tell a story. They thought they should try to do something that's good for kids. And as we branch out farther and farther into the internet and people are just skirting around like arbitrary YouTube guardrails, it's more and more like just to get the engagement at any cost. And like that alone is dangerous. But then when they also have an agenda that's like, get them into our loot box system, get them into, you know, whatever it is that they want to like extract from, like, I'm of the opinion you probably shouldn't be extracting things from children.
Yeah, it's a good opinion.
That's a good motto.
It's one of the few rules I have is I try not to extract things from children.
That's going to be the soundbite for this episode.
Yes, I can guarantee you here. That's the podcast guarantee from Found on Shelf.
But yeah, that's the guiding impetus behind Eddie Video, was just that overall larger intent of like media has changed to be less something that you consume and more something that consumes you.
And I do have to mention before we go too far into this is it's in this book did unlock a little core memory in me, and that's Beekman's World.
Oh yeah.
So I got to know right now, this is kind of important. Where do you rank Beekman in the pantheon of science TV hosts?
Oh, he's got to be below Mr. Wizard for sure.
Below Mr. Wizard? Where's he ranked with Bill Nye?
I think above Bill Nye. I like Bill Nye.
I'd agree.
Yeah. Okay.
But like for the discerning palate of sometimes obnoxious child science media, yeah, I think Beekman had better bits.
It was quite a chaotic show.
Yeah, there was some genuine madness to that like, I don't know, I found that engaging.
Dustin texted me earlier. He said, I've got 12 questions so far, and 9 of them are about Beekman's World.
It's the Beekman's Hour.
Yeah. Did you know that the Beekman's World started as a newspaper comic?
No, I didn't.
It was a comic. It was like Beekman and Jax, which was like basically a female Beekman with pink hair, and they would just like answer science questions. And then apparently an editor said that it needs to be a television show with a screaming rat puppet, and off you go.
So was it the same? Was it the same guy that wrote the strip and became Beekman?
I don't believe so. I think it was just they
Oh,
kind of
see, now
bought his
that's
idea
disappointing.
and ran with it. I could be wrong, but I got a microphone in front of me, so I'm not wrong.
Then it's not really his world.
Right? He's just living in it.
Betrayal.
Oh, ultimate
Foundational.
betrayal.
So where did this idea come from? It's so interesting. The concept of like, you know, fighting the imaginary friends. Obviously, you've got a lot to say here that's going on with like childhood loneliness and things like that. But the core conceit is really cool.
Well, the core conceit is that that the main character Ivan can see imaginary friends and vice versa. They can see him because of, I guess, avoiding spoilers, because of something that happened in his childhood, and if they find out that he can see them, the imaginary friends, they fly into like a berserk rage and will attack him because they know what that means. They know what happened in his childhood, and they consider that a very deep betrayal. So he has spent his whole life being hounded by imaginary friends, pretending not to see them, running from them, fighting them, getting attacked by them. And it's all like, I'm one of the horror nerds that is of the opinion the monster, the metaphor, the theme, the character arc should all kind of be the same thing, or at least really tie in tightly together. Like, that's my favorite stuff. So like, obviously this was about like childhood mental illness and a lot of stuff that I brought forth from my own childhood as the child of the single working parent, as the latchkey kid who raised themselves for a lot of time, more time than you should, at least. And it's about, you know, hanging on to a lot of stuff that helps you back then, that you use as like a defense mechanism, but it doesn't necessarily help you as you grow out of that situation. And you need to like connect with people, and you need to learn how the adult world works, hanging on to these childish but necessary defense mechanisms is like kind of a root of mental illness. And so there's a lot of that. That's where the metaphor came from of, you know, if they find out, if they know, if they know what I'm really like and what's really been done to my brain, like nobody would accept me for that. So you have to like keep that low all the time.
Yeah, that would be the part that I related to. Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people do. And the worrying thing is nobody fixed that in the interim between like when I did all of that damage to myself as a child and now the problem didn't get better.
No, yeah, you're right about that. It does seem to be like a sense of terminal velocity with our current media landscape, and also just society in general, and the different ways it's kind of like separating and isolating people.
Yeah, and it's like it's all connected. Like there's a lot of some of my other favorite reviews for this book are like, I didn't expect this to be about the gig economy. Like there's
It
a
is,
lot of
yeah.
just there's a lot of larger issues, but it's all kind of the same issue, and that like stability and time and care are being taken away from us on like a mass level. And this is like one of the symptoms of it is like, okay, well, what's raising your kids instead of you? Because it can't be you anymore. And like, what is that? We don't know what that looks like because this is all it's developing so fast, it's so recent. And that can be pretty scary. So that's kind of where I took the horror angle from.
And then you saw that Brazilian TV show puppet fight video, and you were like, "That's it. That's."
I saw that after, actually.
Oh, did you?
Just,
Oh man,
I just happened to love that because it was, you know, very close to that. But like, I build like, what do I want to talk about? Then what's the monster? Like, how do I explore the monster from the themes? And sometimes, as you'll see, if you do end up reading like my trilogy, it gets really fucking wild and like hard to access because like you got to really find the angle to what you're talking about. And I love those books. I love the horror trilogy. It's the Vicious Circuit trilogy, but like they're not a streamlined experience. They're very crazy headspace kind of books.
Interesting.
Yeah, and this is more of a more accessible. This is probably it's a wild book, but it's for me this is accessible.
It's a gorgeous book too. The cover is fantastic.
Oh, ain't it pretty? Didn't they do such a good job?
because I do listen to your show, I knew that it had sprayed edges, so I on the first printing, so I snapped that one up, and it is just fantastic to look at.
Yeah, and on that one too, if you take the dust jacket off, it's got foil lettering along the
It
spine.
does. It's
Yeah.
embossed. It's
Ooh,
great.
Very pretty. I don't know that the other printings, because we are now in our 4th printing.
4th, holy shit, that's amazing.
Yeah, like it's a weird situation with books because like you could probably find it at lots of bookstores, and like Amazon still has copies. It's not sold out,
Hmm.
you can go find it and buy it. But if your bookstore or anybody wants to restock, we will not have copies out until mid-April, and they probably won't be in your bookstore till towards the end of April. So snap them up if you see them.
Get them while they're hot.
Get them while they're there. They're not going to be there for very long.
Right now, you can still get this if you get them. If you get that first printing, you still get the sprayed edges. So
Yeah, you're getting a little rare. That was a pretty good sized batch we made, so they should be out there if you want to go looking. But yeah, don't be too disappointed if you can't find that, because we're talking up like, oh, how pretty, and then you're going to go to the bookstore and you're going to see it without all of its. You're going to see it naked without its pretty dress on.
and then you're like, fuck the Found on Shelf podcast. You bastards lied to me.
It's rude.
Yeah. But either way, you're still getting this great art of a goblin princess brutally murdered and bleeding out on the cover.
Yep,
And that's gorgeous.
also tattooed on my bicep right now.
Is it really?
Yeah, I've got a sleeve with one design element from the covers of each of my books.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I got to add that this last winter.
That's a pretty cool idea. What are some other like horror books that you enjoy? Check your vibe.
My favorite recent horror book, and I say recent, I guess it's still relevant because it's getting like a big reprint. The one I always talk up is Christopher Bullman's Between Two Fires. I love that book. It's nothing like this. It's not funny. It's like an alternate universe. God, I think it's 16th century France. And like he's one of those guys that you can tell did just maybe years of research to get absolutely everything right about like the time period and people's attitudes and locations. But then this alternate universe is like it's its own thing, but it feels very adjacent to like the Dark Souls series, where it's very like beyond crazy angelic demonic things are rampaging throughout this universe. And it's kind of the Last of Us story. It's the like this grizzled old warrior has to escort a special child through this fucking madness. And he just does such a good job.
I'm a fan. I read this a couple years ago. It was Black River Orchard by Chuck Wendig.
Oh yeah, I like Chuck.
That book, like it's a horror book about an apple orchard, and it's amazing.
Little apples. And it drove him apple insane. He still talks about apples.
He did so much research about apples. I absolutely love that. And like,
it happens. That's a danger writing. You got to be careful what you pick to write about, because then you got to do all of the research. And like, I did a ton for this book about imaginary friends and stuff. And so that's fine. It didn't like, I didn't give myself an imaginary friend on accident. But Chuck gave himself apple madness for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if he like bought an orchard somewhere just because he just
he's pretty far gone. I wouldn't be surprised if Christopher Bullman moved to France or something, and then I don't know, started eating angels or whatever. It's
they taste like chicken.
See, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Got an endorsement, a ringing endorsement. Maybe he's not so crazy.
Yeah, get some nice like some buffalo sauce on the angel wings. It's great. You could even get it with like that espresso protini thing that they're selling at B-dubs now. Some angel wings, some espresso protini. And they don't really have apples, so I can't work everything into this bit.
Yeah,
but
what the shit is that? They have an espresso martini that tastes like buffalo wings?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought I was going the other way. I thought buffalo wings that taste like espresso martini. I was like, that's not bad.
That's the Starbucks crossover, maybe. I don't know.
That sounds sane. The other one does not. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna buy one. I told they start tomorrow, and I asked my wife, "Do you want to go out and get an espresso martini?" She's like, "No." So I think she values not having diarrhea over new flavor experiences.
Yeah, some people do.
Yeah, it's weird.
Go figure.
Great taste in books, horrible taste in food.
That's the Found on Shelf guarantee. Let's see. Well, I had like 12 other questions, but then you kind of answered them as you were explaining how your thesis and how you come up with a lot of this.
Well, that's me. I love to sabotage your plans.
Speaking of sabotage, do you think that Beekman actually liked Lester the Rat, or was there some like deep simmering resentment like between the two of them? Like,
I think for sure resentment. I
Yeah,
do not.
yeah,
I
he's-
do not see love in that relationship at all. I think
Yeah.
it's one of those like as soon as it's you know it's they got the MythBusters dynamic. They got the Adam and Jamie dynamic where like cameras go off, they fucking hate each other. Like they do not talk. They are
Right.
not. They don't hang.
Yeah, and that could be. Yeah, Lester was only really added to the show because they thought that kids shows were like too polite and talking down to kids, so they wanted to like add something to like sass back at the host. So they
Oh
added
yeah.
the rat.
Oh, they gave him that '90s attitude, and then he's like, "But he's ruining the science."
Exactly. Yeah.
If it sounds like it's up your alley, it's gotten a really good reception. Like it's got, you know, the kind of a novelty title. I know we did that, and it's got the cutesy cover. It's a lot deeper than it seems, and people are really discovering that. And that's very nice. That's very nice to see.
It will haunt me for a while.
Yeah.
That's all I ask, really.
And all right.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on. I wanted to tell everyone again, this is I Will Kill Your Imaginary Friend for $200. Buy it now. While you're at it, go ahead and buy Carrier Wave and the Vicious Circuit and subscribe to 1-900 Hot Dog.
Yeah, do all those things.
If somebody's never visited 1-900 Hot Dog, what is the most confusing article that you would recommend that I send to them?
That's okay. I don't even know. Well, first of all, all of our articles aren't free. If you go to the website now, we've just done a big revamp. Shout out to Thomas, our designer, our web designer, who's just done a really nice revamp on the main site on 1-900hotdog.com. If you go there, you will only see all of our free articles. The front page is just everything there. You can read it, and you can go through the archives that way and read it forever. And then there's a little bit at the bottom that if you enjoyed it, you can sign in and unlock them. So not all of our articles are free, but we have literally thousands that are, because we've been doing this for 6 years now, which is amazing in internet time. But I don't think it's free. But there's a Sean Baby article. It's pretty recent, which God, I don't even know how to talk about it. He wanted to review like a cursed doll book, just like a book or something that had a bunch of cursed dolls in it. But he was like, "That's so basic. I mean, that's what websites were doing 10 years ago." And so it needed a framework, and his framework was, I don't even know if I have all the layers right, was that the cursed dolls are like trapped inside the actual script file for an unmade Whoopi Goldberg movie. And so so it's like you're reading this fake script he wrote about a Whoopi Goldberg movie, but then also cursed dolls are like leaking through the actual file, like the actual images of them, and then the script as Whoopi Goldberg and the characters that would be in a Whoopi Goldberg movie are all reacting to like the dolls burst through the script of just like, what the fuck is that thing, and then trying to get back to the movie. It's wonderful. It's impossible to explain, as you can clearly see.
That's the absolute best. Yeah. I asked for confusing. I got confusing.
Yeah. And so anyone listening, it's $7 a month. It's literally cheaper than coffee right now. You will never regret spending it.
It's $5. Well, $7
$5?
$7 is if you want to get the bonus material and stuff. But if you just want to read the articles, $5.
$5 a month. Look at me. I'm telling people to spend more money. My bad.
You just got a discount.
Just got a discount.
Yeah, if you put in promo code found on shelf, isn't that how that podcasters are supposed to do it?
It'll if you put in that promo code, it'll say promo code not found, but you'll get the discount to $5.
You can still get it for $5. That's the We're trying to confuse you here.
Well, Robert, thank you again for coming on. I think that if you would like to, you should leave now, because very soon the doors are going to lock and the evil jackalope is going to select a movie for them to watch. And you don't really want to be around from that. It's a terrible time.
All right, but hook me up with this demon's number. Come on.
You know what? Here, let me just Just let me just write this down here, and let me just hand this to you. Yeah, and call anytime.
666, huh? Okay.
666.
And actually, you can call Gimcrack at 252-564-8666.
Good bet.
I've got so many more questions about Beekman's World, though. But I'll save those for another time. Yeah. All right. If you have any Beekman's World questions, feel free to shoot us a message. We'll talk about Lester.
It's really nice for Robert to come by. I mean, I didn't expect that at all.
You just have to reach out to people, and they'll say yes sometimes. Sometimes, but you don't know if you don't try. It's like I tell my bartender: you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Anyone want shots?
I would love a shot, honestly.
There's some tequila. We have to talk to the jackalope. You're going to need the tequila.
Yeah. Is it just me or is my shadow lagging?
Your shadow
Like my
lagging?
shadow. Yeah, it's like my shadow is like a half second.
I mean,
shots?
Gamecrack, did you pay the interdimensional like reality fees or whatever? Is that like a thing? I don't know.
I think you've really got lost in the yes and of this.
Yes.
Shots.
And?
Shots.
Yeah. So that was cool. So yeah, we talked to Robert, and we're done with the episode, right? We could just go home now.
Yeah, I think we can get out of here.
All right.
Oh no, I'm sorry. If you hear that sound, it means the doors are locked, and we do have to consult the jackalope.
Okay, fine.
Is there like, are we gonna like run out of the piss coins at some point? Would that like set us free?
I don't know. I've tried to steal some, but it never seems like the bag goes down. Every day it's just there again. I don't understand.
It's a bag of piss holding.
Never ending piss coins. The never ending piss coins.
I like that movie.
All right, what do we got?
Boil them cabbage down, make them hoe cakes brown. The only song you will sing is boil them cabbage down.
My Bloody Banjo. Is that like when you play banjo too much and your fingers get bloody?
Oh, is it like a My Bloody Valentine franchise thing?
Oh, I like the musical spinoff.
I mean,
everything should have a musical spinoff.
You do not have to sell me. I am 1000% on board. More musicals and banjo musicals. That's right up my fucking alley. Let's do it.
All right. Well, let's check out the movie, shall we?
Meet Peltzer Arbuckle, a mild-mannered office employee.
6 times? You've been late 6 times in 6 weeks?
Bullied by his peers. Berated in the bedroom.
Oh, you're getting stuffed on me again, Peltzer.
Stuck in the friend zone. Now, a guy who could never get a break is about to expose his darkest secret. Peltzer has an imaginary friend, but unfortunately for him, it's Ronnie.
Beer, fish, truck, boots. Beer, fish, truck, boots. Beer, fish, truck, boots. Beer, fish, truck, boots.
Drink up for mummy.
So, did you know banjo string was a slang term? Because I didn't fucking know that.
Oh yeah, how'd you figure that out? How'd you
I
find
googled it. I
yeah.
googled it while we were watching this fucking movie. Did you also Google it while we were watching this fucking movie?
Oh, I know. No, I knew what a banjo string was.
I never heard the term.
I have heard the term. For anybody who's never heard the term, I pull your pants down. Patrick has something to tell you.
So, if you pull your pants down and position yourself roughly in front of me, we might can increase the engagement of this podcast.
First, you got to have a penis. Sorry.
You have to have
I
a
don't mean to
penis for
exclude
this.
anybody, but for this one particular thing, you need a penis.
You also need foreskin.
or 5.
It's a weird thing to do as a demonstration. I know it's kind of a little difficult because most people statistically listen to podcasts on their way to work. So I know you're driving in 5 o'clock traffic, and we just told you to go ahead and take your pants off. It's a little bit difficult to maybe maneuver that while you're driving, to kind of like unzip, check down, see what Willie the One-Eyed Wonder Weasel's up to.
All of our drive time listeners.
Robert just told us not to be part of Drive Time, and we're doing Drive Time right now.
He wasn't even gone for very long. Oh, and hey, it's a movie about imaginary friends. Wasn't his book about imaginary friends?
That does seem appropriate. However, I don't know if this is really correlated all that much.
Oh wait, banjo string. We never told anybody what. It's the part on your dick. What is it officially called? The pharyngees. The pharyngees.
Frenulum?
Yeah, the pharyngees that's hanging off. That's your Klingon. That's it. Yeah. It's at the tip. It's at the bottom.
It's the piece of skin that connects the foreskin to the penis head.
Yeah, and it kind of, yeah. So banjo string.
I don't really think yeah. The name is not a great image. It's a bad name. I don't like it.
Oh, I mean, totally. It reminds me of when I was a kid and my neighbor trained me to fight in an underground martial arts tournament. But with this movie,
so
did you know that also with this movie, it was...
Pause. I just want to say... Okay, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
All I was going to say, and this is getting cut, that is the best ending to the phrase, it reminds me of as a kid and my neighbor, within the context of what we were fucking talking about.
So this movie, I know a little bit about this movie.
It's primarily about sexual humiliation.
Well, okay, well, all right. So this director Liam Regan, he did a short film called Confessions of Peltzer, which is the guy in this movie. Except for in his short, Peltzer was a guy in a wheelchair, and he wanted to get revenge on his cheating spouse. And then it was all inspired by a true life-threatening event that happened to him when he lost over a pint of blood during a sexual accident while staying overnight in a hotel situated in the middle of London.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you have any idea how hard I've clenched just now? Fuck. What the fuck? Jesus.
Yeah.
I cannot possibly be more uncomfortable right now. Jesus.
Yeah, his quote was, "Yes, I was coming out of a relationship in 2011, and before that relationship ended, I snapped the banjo string of my penis, which was a horrific thing to happen, which I think would make a terrific horror film. I mean, life hands you lemonade, you make lemons, or the other way around.
Do you fuck the lemons?
I mean,
actually, you too can fuck the lemons if you enter this." With the code found on shelf. There's a popular new clitoral stimulator that's in the shape of a lemon.
Oh, is that like the ripoff Rosebud thing or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, new challenger on the market, on the scene.
I mean, we'll promote the product. Just write us a check. We'll write you a hell of an ad.
At this point, I'm willing to just promote almost anything.
Almost anything? Okay.
Yeah, for almost any price.
What about banjo strings?
Yes. Both kind. I'm going to actually start up a website called Only Banjo Strings, and it's just going to be close-up photos.
No, I can't.
Banjo strings.
No.
Let me see if that's available.
Every day here's hell. And not like the fun kind. I've got a vacation home in like real hell, but this is like what if hell were bad? Can you guys imagine if hell were bad?
Wait, was that a Dilbert thing you were doing for a second there? Every day's hell. Was that a Dilbert thing? Yeah. Don't we own Dilbert now?
I think it's just the experience of living in 2026.
This is very true. I'm talking to a demon that will not stop wearing those short shorts.
Oh, you know you love it. Here, let me just readjust. Yeah.
Oh God, damn it.
Yeah.
Come on. It's kids.
Where? You let kids in here?
No, but they might be listening.
There's no children allowed down here.
I hope no one lets their children listen to this show.
How far away did that be?
That's terrifying.
Oh my goodness. Where do we? So, you know what? You got let me hear your elevator pitch for this movie.
For this movie?
Mhm.
This movie. Do you want to watch a movie that really, really, really wants to be a trauma film, but can't quite stick the landing? There you go. Is that
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
Do
Although
you,
he
do you
did
want
end
to
up
watch a
working
movie
for
that
he did end up working for Troma.
did he?
Yeah,
I
guess
mean,
it worked.
Kaufman's in this. Yeah,
Oh
I guess
yeah,
it did work.
yeah.
Is this movie just an audition to get a job at Troma? Is this like the interview process? Do you have to make it? Do you have to make a movie in which somebody like blows out their penis
Mm-hmm.
and bleeds everywhere? Is that how you get a job at Troma? All right, here let's try it
Well,
again.
it's not necessarily penis. It is bodily harm to oneself that has blood spraying everywhere. So it could be either. It's not locked into just the penis for trauma.
I see. But like, if you really want to go for the extra points,
Oh yeah. Genitals are always bonus.
you want to watch a movie that says it's about a killer, imaginary friend, but is actually just like 80 straight minutes of sexual humiliation. Why is that not the experience of watching this movie?
Okay. Yeah, I guess. I got more of a right said or not right said Fred. That was somebody else. Freddie got
No,
fingered.
Right Said Fred is way
what
too
is that?
sexy for this.
He's too
Well,
sexy.
no
for
one
the
got fingered in this movie either.
No. What was that other one I wanted to say? He was Drop Dead Fred. That's the one. He's like Drop Dead Freddy Krueger.
No, that's the pitch for the movie, but that's not the reality of the movie.
I didn't ask for the reality.
He doesn't even show up till halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
You're like fully 40 minutes into this like hour and 20-minute movie before we see this dude. It's so much like beta male blues, right? And I'm not saying like alpha beta males are real. I'm saying that's like the vibe, right? The vibe is like the downtrodden, bullied, oppressed, suppressed, humiliated dude. And like the arc on that is supposed to be that they either A, overcome that and like, you know, I guess for lack of a better word, man up, or B, snap and kill everyone. And this movie tends toward B, but literally waits until the last 10 minutes for that. So you have to sit through him just like reach what should have been the breaking point 20 times over. It's frustrating, but it's really disconcerting that you're sitting at home going, come on, just fucking kill him. You know, like you're like rooting for him to snap and go postal because you're just so fucking tired of it. Jesus. Like, yeah, the Beetlejuice antics are there, but they're like there should be way more of them.
So did you like the movie?
Am I being too hard on this movie? Did you have a different experience?
I thought for what it was, I think it was just fine. It was a $20,000 film that was done and a ton of practical effects. Yeah. But as far as like, the plot goes, it kind of jumped around a bit.
You know, maybe the problem is that it started as a short and it's a feature-length film and they really just didn't have enough material to do that. Maybe where I'm running up at the friction is all of the runway before you get to the actual movie, which would have just been an extended version of the short, but it's so much runway.
Yeah, and then you got to figure out everything else that goes on top of it. I get that. Well, that could be one of your 3 things to fix if we ever make it that far. I don't know.
You know, it's 2026. I don't know how far I'm making it at any given point in the day.
This is very true. I'm not even sure if this podcast will make it to air. We shall see. Who knows? We record a couple weeks in advance.
You know, if we haven't gone to World War III by the time.
I mean, you are very right about this movie being a lot of sexual humiliation because it starts with the sex scene where he can't keep it up, and then he ends up being able to keep it up, but he finishes way too soon, and she does that by emptying out his condom on his face. And thus begins the
okay,
movie.
pause. If we really want to get into this, and I feel bad about getting into this so quickly after such a great interview, but to just to paint a picture.
I bet you Robert is like, man, I wish I would have stuck around to watch that movie.
No, I don't think he is. Now, if we'd have picked Dead Sushi,
the jackalope's in charge.
All I am saying is, the opening sequence of this movie. They are in bed. She is verbally abusing him. He cannot maintain an erection, but he does blow his load, and then she makes him drink his own cum from his condom.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if she really makes.
Wait. And then the credits roll. Then the opening title sequence comes. I need people to understand this is the first 2 minutes of this film.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, to be fair, this is not the most extreme thing I've ever seen. Like Leonardo DiCaprio snorts coke out of a hooker's ass in the first 30 seconds of The Wolf of Wall Street. But I will say, I had more fun watching that.
Okay. You know what? I have actually not watched The Wolf of Wall Street.
That does not surprise me.
I'm too busy watching the Death Toilet series, so I don't have time.
Which Death Toilet film begins with him snorting coke off the rim of the toilet seat?
This is true. Not yet.
Does any of them?
No.
See, missed opportunity, honestly.
Yeah.
Like for reals.
Maybe that could be in Death Toilet 8 or whatever the heck number they're on. I don't know what number they're on.
What number are they on?
I don't know, but you can call the fart line at 616-666-FART. Or you can call us.
How do you remember that number better than you know our number?
Well, because listen to that number. That flows. 616-666-FART.
What's our number?
Our number is 252-564-8666.
There you go.
Halfway through.
Okay. I stand corrected. Yeah. You do have it. You
do
have it.
I did mention that phone number to Robert, so you could try to give Gimcrack a call, because I think they were kind of hitting it off there.
Yes, I knew. I've already added him to my Snapchat here. I need to send a quick pic real quick. Let me just move these shorts.
Yeah, I'm going to ignore whatever's going on over there.
Okay, so yeah, that's how the movie kind of starts, and it's basically everyone is just treating this guy like shit, and it was purposefully done in a way where it was almost like an alternate world kind of thing, because there was the timelines were all over the place. So they'd have floppy disks and big huge cell phones, but then there'd be modern day stuff, and he was actually going for more of a look like a Tim Burton kind of film.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah. You didn't notice any of that?
I didn't notice any of that. No.
It's
almost like you know me by now.
And so yeah, this movie takes place in the city of Henenlotter. I did really have to say, first of all, the guy from Human Centipede is in this movie.
Yeah, the guy from Human Centipede is in this movie. He pisses himself within the first 20 minutes. And they make it a whole thing too. They get real close to him. Again, sexual humiliation.
I did notice that.
No. Yes, you did.
Okay. I did notice that, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. The signal's weaker in fluorescent lighting. Can we talk about this guy's boss?
Yeah, the American?
Yeah, the guy that was
oh, no.
A couple of quotes from him.
No, make like a tampon and get the hell out of my bloody home.
But I did like I did like the over the top assholeness of the manager. Or boss, or whatever he was. He works at a paper company called Reams for Less, which is, again, another
I think it is Reams for Less, but is it also a joke about The Office? Don't they sell paper there?
Yeah. And that's kind of what this is. I think it was just meant to think of, much like The Office, hey, let's think of the most boring job possible.
Well, sure, paper. But they're British. Ricky Gervais is British. I'm the British Office. I'm thinking hey, it's got some maybe taking a stab at that. Maybe,
perhaps it is. And he does mention at the beginning of the movie that he's talking to his girlfriend now is banging his boss. His ex-girlfriend is kind of flirting with him, but she's engaged to a dude named Styles who looks exactly like a guy named Styles as the shitty swim captain in whatever 80s movie. That's the guy that she's dating now.
And this is a British movie with an all British cast, except for all of the evil corporate overlords are Americans,
mm-hmm.
which is actually a nice touch. I think that makes sense.
It's yeah, it might be accurate. I don't know. I did go to Canada, and I was amazed at how nice people were. I don't have anywhere to go with that. I just was amazed.
I'm
That's all.
amazed I'm amazed how much nicer anyone is after if I set foot outside of Texas.
Oh, bless your heart. I know what you mean by that.
Did you get a lot of blessings, Dustin?
Oh, yeah, I heard quite a few of "Well, bless your heart." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, well, fuck you too." Anyway, so yeah, this guy works, and it's the worst, like, place you could, remember, and again, it's the Henenlotter Hospital, it's he's a big Frank Henenlotter fan, if you couldn't tell. Big
I couldn't
basket
tell.
case.
No, nothing about this at all.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Big basket case fan.
Yeah, yep.
What's your favorite
Uh
Henenlotter movie?
Frankenhooker.
Yeah, I'm into.
What the fuck are we even talking about here? He has an imaginary friend, right? So he's got this imaginary friend. His friend is named Ronnie. Now, Ronnie was originally supposed to be Ronald Reagan, but then they changed it to more like Drop Dead Fred.
I mean, he's ultimately he's less evil than Ronald Reagan.
Yes, that is very true. I think that was where the Ronald Reagan stuff started, and they're like, "Oh yeah, maybe it's a little too on the nose here."
Well, you know, I think ultimately you want Ronnie to be a little likable, and you can't do that if it's Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. But yeah, he decides to dump all of his medication that he's on so he can try to please his girlfriend again. And
So
that's
this
when
is a
the
commentary
when the
about how antidepressants will affect your sex life, and if your partner tells you to get off them so that you can have and prioritizes their sexual needs over your mental well-being, dump them.
Yeah. Also, if you do stop taking them, you might break your dick.
Yeah, also that, yeah.
Yeah, because that's exactly what happens.
The sequence you're talking about, she straight up hits him over the head with a frying pan, drags him to the next room, rapes him, and breaks his penis while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She slapping, beating him up. Yeah, and then he ends up breaking his dick, and she keeps going. There's blood squirting everywhere.
Yeah, I did see the note you left in the Google Doc that says, "I wish this were 3D." What was that about?
I mean, right? Especially when he's sewing it back together.
Honestly, the whole scene reminded me of like the Gallagher Halloween special.
Gallagher or Galaga? Galaga.
Gallagher. You know, the splash zone.
Yeah. You going anywhere with that, or is that it?
So that's a weird one to bring up, Kim Craig. I feel like it's going to get cut entirely.
Like, he doesn't know if he's gone insane from losing so much blood or if it's just from coming off the medication. You're never quite sure what's real or what's not real. Especially when he wakes up with a staple gun in his crotch and a Post-it note that says "use me," and then he staples his penis back together.
I mean, but who among us hasn't done that?
Yeah. Right.
Here's my problem with the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's got too many ideas at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the ultimate goal, right? The goal we're working toward is homicidal imaginary friend convinces you to kill a bunch of people, right? Now, whether the imaginary friend has any, can actually...
A friend?
I see we've just graduated to using the clips now. Okay, cool. Whether he's can actually affect the physical world around him or this dude's just crazy, the idea is we're trying to get to that, right? The audience is clued in to saying the antipsychotics he's on are what's keeping the hallucinations at bay, and that dumping them down the drain will bring back the imaginary friend, right?
Yeah.
That's the way the movie should read. Hamstever, between points A and points B, also a Ouija board shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And he uses the Ouija board to summon the imaginary friend. Now, why did we need that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the point. Like, there's just one too many ideas. You know, from a professional standpoint, I know that I sound like a broken record when I say this, but
You want to gay it up. Oh, wait. The other broken record, sorry.
Yeah, you need an editor. I mean, but yeah, while we're at it, the movie could stand to be more queer.
It was a lot of stuff that was kind of added into it. There's a lot of padding that was involved.
Honestly, if there had been more padding, maybe he wouldn't have injured his penis.
This is true. Or maybe was there too much padding?
I don't know. Have you ever broke your banjo string? What's involved in that process?
How much time you got?
Man, I'm here all night.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, okay. We do get a couple really cool scenes.
Yeah. Yeah, the movie's not bad. Not like an abyss of no cool scenes. It's just you can't get around the hot mess and the runway to the actual part of the movie you want to see.
Yeah, but it gets there. We got to see a guy's head chainsawed in half.
That's not sound like what you were going to say. You're going to see a guy's head chainsawed in half.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to him about that.
Just going to go ahead and say, make a note for your therapist on that one.
Yeah. Well, I just send my therapist a copy of everything.
Is that one of our listeners?
Very well could be.
Like I'm close to cracking the puzzle on this one. I don't know, should the next time I try to find a therapist, should I send them this show? Maybe I won't get diagnosed sane again. Maybe they'll actually listen to me. Like, you know, I thought they sounded well adjusted, but then I listened to the show and we got to get them on something.
Yeah, they just don't know which one's the real you, which is a problem sometimes.
It's somewhat dynamic.
We get a cameo from Lloyd Kaufman. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, in the
And
hospital.
he shows up and he just like talks about. No, he was in the hospital, right?
Yeah, he was in the hospital. He was the doctor that prescribed him the meds. Okay, so the backstory on Peltzer. The backstory on Peltzer is that Peltzer did a mass shooting when he was in high school.
Well, Ronnie told him to.
And he blamed it on his imaginary friend Ronnie.
He blamed it on Eddie Video.
His record has been concealed, expunged, or whatever. Yeah, blamed it on Eddie Video. What has happened since then? He's gotten through the mental institutions, and he's been put on these pills and been allowed to reintroduce to society within a sponged record after murdering how many people as a child. And so now that Ronnie's back, he's like, well, we should kill everyone again.
Because Ronnie's an asshole.
Asshole, yeah, one way to say it.
Yeah, I don't know, just tries to kill some people. I mean, and then it's your typical crazy stuff. I'm really selling this movie.
You're so selling this movie. I'm so invested.
It's crazy stuff.
Come on down to Crazy Larry's Crazy Movies, where we have movies that are crazier by the second. Do you like penile injuries? Have we got a deal for you? That should have been my fucking elevator pitch right there. Hey,
you go.
You like penile injuries? Well, you should watch My Bloody Banjo.
Whoopsie fucking daisy!
That is the catchphrase for one of the American corporate bad guys. So concurrent to his prolonged breakdown, his abusive girlfriend, who is a nightmare from hell, is trying to steal all of his money and his house. And she is sleeping with this corporate overlord, and they are running a scheme where she'll marry him, they'll murder him, and then take his money. Right?
Yeah, because he lives in something about his house was really nice, and they wanted to sell it.
And also, he has millions of dollars from his mother.
Sure.
And his ex-girlfriend still loves him and doesn't really want to go be in a relationship with Styles.
Yeah, we meet him by him just pissing and talking to his two cronies.
One on either side of his while he's peeing.
Yep.
You know, I'm starting to see the appeal of this film.
Oh, you would. You're the one that tells me more piss.
More piss, less bits. It's what the people demand. Have you seen I bet our engagement numbers from this episode will be through the fucking roof. You just watch. I'm right.
I think everybody should just, when they listen, they should just tell someone else to listen. Isn't that good?
Is that like a pyramid scheme?
Like, hey, yeah, like you listen.
If you tell two friends and you tell two friends and you tell two friends and then send a check to Found on Shelf, they'll send you Lululemon tights. I don't know.
Yeah.
What was the name? It was LuLaRoe.
LuLaRoe?
Fucking, I don't know.
No incantations.
Yeah, I don't know. And then they get married and they try to get divorced. It's just a whole big thing with Ronnie kind of coming and taking in control. And then it ends up, I think, what is he try to stab himself? And then they end up going to the hospital. And then he's in like a jail hospital and talking to himself.
Okay, so couple things. Yeah, couple things. I'm pretty sure that she wouldn't have had grounds for divorce because I'm pretty sure legally he could have just had the marriage annulled without her having rights to anything because they had, as far as I've considered, hadn't consummated the marriage.
I don't
And
know
they've
if
been
they
married
could.
less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that legally he could have just got the whole thing thrown out of fucking court.
Yeah. All right. So that was one way I guess he could have got out of it, but he didn't, and his imaginary friend ended up killing a lot of people, and then he gets in trouble for it.
Yeah, if his imaginary friend is real.
Or if he's just crazy. See, we don't know. I think the movie ended up pretty good. I think
the movie actually ended terribly. Let me explain why. Because the entire movie is building you toward a point of catharsis, which the ultimate inescapable train wreck of the ending is that he's going to snap, and that Ronnie is going to fuel this homicidal rage, and he's going to kill everyone in the office. Right? That's what's happening. Right? And what we expect is what we would like, honestly, is for him to get with the ex-girlfriend and live happily ever after. That's never going to happen. But what we would expect is the cheating, abusive, rapist girlfriend and her vicious, actual murderer boyfriend, who both of them, those corporate overlords that have been absolutely relentlessly torturing him to the point where it's insane, that they would both end up dead in his revenge quest, right? And that does not happen. They get away scot-free. And in fact, the guy, the American boss, the dude she's been sleeping with, the dude that's been bullying everyone in the office and that has been inserting his will over this man the entire movie, causing him to snap, ultimately is the one that takes him out at the end and defeats him, and he's still oppressed at the end. So it's all for nothing.
Yep. Welcome to trauma.
But the movie doesn't end on that downbeat. That's all implied, and then the movie ends with him insane in the padded cell, having like a fun time with Ronnie. Only Ronnie says, "Hey, I got to go somewhere and take care of a guy. It's going to be your present or something." And then we don't know what that means either. So like you would think that would be like an extra scene where he goes and like kills someone, but we don't see that. There's nothing.
Yeah.
And I think it's fine that Ronnie doesn't actually get to go kill someone, because I don't think Ronnie is probably real, right?
I don't know.
Like, he, as an imaginary friend, I think he doesn't have any sway here.
I don't know. He chainsawed that one guy's head.
He did chainsaw that one guy's head. You are right.
But then again, Peltzer was tied up at the time, so it could have just been like a Fight Club situation.
But what about the piano string when the other guy's head got cut off?
Yeah.
And they were running the race.
Oh, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know.
And you say it wasn't a good movie. Look at us. It leaves you questioning. It leaves you thinking. It leaves you. What are we talking about?
I don't know. Something to do with taxes?
No. Okay. All right. All right. Well, we just interviewed Robert. Do we have anything else to do?
I'm thinking, unless Morgan Freeman magically shows up, I think we're done.
I hear those sleigh bells ringing.
In a way, I brought you here to offer you a job. You think you can do it better, so here's your chance.
He freaking loves those sleigh bells. I don't know why. He doesn't need to wear them.
Because sleigh bells are so cunt.
Damn it. You need to change 3 things, and only 3 things about Gimcrack to make him a tolerable thing.
I'll have you know I'm a fan favorite. I've been featured in 2 unrelated tabletop campaigns.
Wow.
I know. Moving up, hitting the big time.
Shout out to the Dungeon Masters.
What else said about dungeons?
I don't know. You got to fix 3 things about this movie. What are you going to do?
No Ouija board. Consolidated effort, right?
Okay.
The end is basically the same, but I just really want to see the American boss get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he died. Everyone in the office dies.
How would the American boss die?
I don't know. You said 3 things. I said he died. You want me to be specific? I don't know, man. He just gets shot. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be like Shakespearean in its execution. It just needs closure.
All right. Okay, so he dies. And what's number 3?
Less sexual humiliation?
No.
It's just like diminish the overall vibe of unpleasantness.
But then would it be the same movie if it didn't have that level of unpleasantness? I don't know. You tell me. What do you think?
Okay, fine. Then Ronnie has to actually play the fucking banjo.
And by that, do you mean the penis string or do you mean...
No,
the
I mean the
actual
actual banjo that is featured several times.
Oh, okay. And
You know, it's a fun fact is that both myself and Dustin own banjos.
Yes, this is. I mean, it's a fact. I don't know if it's
We
fun.
bought that. We both bought them during the pandemic, and
Right.
6 years later, we have roughly the same skill level.
No, yours is far superior than mine.
Oh, stop! Put me on the spot like that.
I can play my banjo string better than my banjo, if you know what I mean.
So if you would like to boil them cabbage down, follow us every other week on New Video Tuesday at Found on Shelf, or reach out to us on foundonshelfpod@gmail.com, or Found on Shelf Pod on your social network of choice that isn't currently run by Nazis.
Yes. Oh, and I did have here. Hold on. All right, it's award season here, and we are doing an award. We know the movie already, but we're gonna find out the award that the movie would have won, and the winner of My Bloody Banjo is the Therapy Would Have Been Cheaper award, given to this movie because literally the entire plot could have been prevented by one decent therapist.
How many movies are like that? Jesus.
That's such a great ending.
We are the Found on Shelf podcast. If you think what we do here is funny, not only should you listen to us every other week, you should also listen to our judgment and go out and buy a copy of I Will Kill Your Imaginary Friend for $200. It's fantastic. You should get on it right now, or go to Audible. Audible has the audio book.
Hold on. Just for clarification, the book costs $200. Does the book cost $200?
I just wanted to let that really hang in the air there for a second. No, the book does not cost $200. The title of the book is I Will Kill Your Imaginary Friends for $200.
Oh, for insert retail price here. Got it. That makes sense.
Now you're doing the audiobook, right?
Yes, the audiobook is fantastic.
So whether you read books, listen to books, go out there, get a copy of it today. It's great. And until next time, this is the Found on Shelf podcast reminding you that while deep fried ice cream may sound like a good idea, firefighters are judgier than you'd expect them to be.